everyone, Shurit Swaggages of the Nekaraz here, and I've been putting some thought into what I think Konami will do with the next adjusted list. I'm going to be honest, it was a little difficult to stay unbiased, because there are decks that I personally would love to see get hit, but I did the best I could to stay impartial. I also took a look at the world's ban list to see if I could find some possible trends that might carry over to the TCG. First of all, let's talk about Cosmo. Well, to be honest, the thing that I never liked about Cosmo was how the deck was designed. The little dudes that just barely slip out of your grasp and bring out the big untargetable ships. To be fair though, I think that there are only 3 offenders in Cosmo, and those 3 would be Dark Destroyer, Cosmo Town, and Tin Can. Right off the bat, it's difficult to hit Dark Destroyer. I mean, yeah, it is a bastard to deal with, being a 3000 untargetable beat stick. I know it makes a lot of salt, but Dark Destroyer, it just slip rides its way out of being hit. It's not a card worthy of limiting or semi-limiting. It's not even that bad, as long as we have things like Gamma Seal, Santa Claus, removal of that nature. Dark Destroyer is like annoying, but it's just not quite banhammerable, to be honest with you. Cosmo Town, however, I have to speak out against. One of the main reasons Cosmos are as consistent and as good as they are is because of this magical and advanced place known as Cosmo Town. Cosmo Town fixes your bad hands and makes your just okay hands possibly better. Not just that, but Cosmo Town can search upon destruction. Me personally, I would hit it to 1. But that would come off as a little heavy-handed. So in the spirit of being reasonable, Cosmo Town to 2. R2-D2, my bad, Cosmo Tin Can be considered one of the most monstrous cards in Cosmo. You thought Dark Destroyer was scary? Nah. Does this look like the face of mercy? Absolutely not. R2-D2 special summons a Cosmo from the hand, and with its second effect can load up the grave for Dark Eclipser and Dark Planet to benefit off of. Whatever is not chosen by the opponent by Tin Can's second effect is never lost. Sword Troopers can revive Cosmos from the grave, so Tin Can always serves a purpose, no matter what. It's hard to be unbiased when it comes to Tin Can. I'm sorry, but Tin Can to 1. It is simply too versatile, too good, but not banhammer worthy. Still want people to play the deck. Still want it to sell. I mean, they are pretty new. Not just that, Japan doesn't have them yet. Next in line, Monarchs. Ooh, this is a deck that I'm not fond of. But I am wearing my impartial hat today. It's difficult to hit Monarchs. As good as they are, they're notorious for bricking. But I can't be too sympathetic. In the OCG, Pantheism is hit to 1. But here in America, we do things a little differently. I would say hit it to 2. I don't like the deck, but if I was Konami, I'd still want it to sell. Stormforth is a pretty trigger-worthy card, but with the bricking that happens with Monarchs, I think leaving it at 3 will hurt them more than actually hitting it. Domain is a hurtful card as well. I wouldn't ban Domain, but I would strongly put it to 1. The extra deck is a huge component to Yu-Gi-Oh! A card that is easily searchable through more than one way, and that completely locks the extra deck down, isn't quite too good from a sales perspective. Unless you're playing Cosmo, I don't quite think I want you to have more than one of these. Next up is Performapal thingy odd eye stuff. What's there to hit? This deck is like a huge ditto blob. Every time you take a swing at it, it morphs into something else. What do you do to one of the most evolving decks in Yu-Gi-Oh! At this moment in time? All I can really think of is to hit Pendulum Sorcerer. Again, in the spirit of being fair, a hit to 2 is punishment enough. Hitting anything else wouldn't do that much, because the deck keeps getting support, and like I said, this deck just dittos into something else. Now the main event, Burning Abyss, BA, Burning Abyss Phantom Knights, BA PK, PK Fire, blah blah blah, so many names for one thing. Well, the deck has been hit before. Graph to 1 and Seer to 2 was harsh. The deck also got Tour Guide hit to 1 by association, sadly. But Shurit knows the real offender in this deck. My homeboy back from the Duelist Alliance days, Dante. Not the Jerry Curl Dante, OG Dante. This Dante. Not this, this. Dante has been running amok since Duelist Alliance, 2014. That's been 2 years worth of Dante milling. I think it's time he received a solemn scolding from Konami and got hit to 1. There's no need to hit Beatrice, because Dante is the enabler. When there's 3 Dante, it's practical to play 3 Beatrice. But when there's only 1 Dante, well, you could probably imagine. So this is how I envision the next adjusted list going. I know that a good number of people would disagree, but that's okay. This was just meant to be a fun video, for me to just throw ideas around and possibly start up conversation. Originally the video only had 3 decks, but then I realized that Perform Pals are just neither here nor there. They're just kind of floating forever. I'm sure that Perform Pal is up there with Cosmo, Monarchs, and PK Fire. Please let me know in the comments below what you guys think Konami should do in the next adjusted list. But thanks for watching. It's been Shurit, and I'll see you in the next video. All the memories.